Who really rules the road of Europe when it comes to trucking? Let's face it, when you think of European trucking, one name stands tall and loud: Scania. It's not just a brand, it's a badge of honor on the highways, from Sweden to Spain, from the frosty hills of Norway to the sun-drenched roads of Italy. Scania trucks are everywhere, and not by accident. Ever since Scania rolled out its first truck in Europe back in 1903, it's been engineering its way to the top. It's not luck or legacy that put them on top. It's ruthless innovation, driver-first design, and a level of engineering that borders on obsession. Scania isn't just building trucks, they're building solutions, lifestyles, and legacies. In a continent obsessed with fuel efficiency, safety regulations, carbon targets, and comfort for drivers who spend more time in their cabins than in their living rooms, Scania delivers every single time. This isn't about shiny badges or loud marketing. This is about why fleet managers, owner-operators, and loyal drivers swear by Scania like it's gospel. So buckle up. We're diving deep into what makes Scania the king of the European road. From leading-edge advancements like OptiCruise and ADAS, to their all-in commitment to sustainability, Scania is not just leading the pack, they're redesigning the whole race. And let's unpack why Europe just can't get enough of Scania. But before we go, as is usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more trucking content. First of all, fuel prices in Europe are no joke. With emissions regulations getting tighter than a drum, efficiency is everything. Scania knows this. They've weaponized engineering to squeeze every drop of power out of every liter of fuel. Their range of Euro 6 engines are absolute game changers. Not only do they meet the standards, they outperform them. The 770 V8 isn't just Scania's crown jewel. It's the king of European highways, autobahns, and alpine passes. While other brands boast about efficient power, Scania went all in and delivered undisputed supremacy. This engine doesn't just whisper performance, it screams it. When you're pulling 60 tons plus up a mountain pass and everyone else is dropping gears and crawling, the V8 holds the line. Smooth, relentless, alpha. Now let's get something straight. This isn't just about raw numbers. Sure, 770 horsepower and 3,700 Nm are wild figures. But it's how that power hits the pavement that makes the difference. It's delivered with such smoothness and precision, you'd think you're in a luxury GT instead of a fully loaded rig. That throttle response? Instant. No turbo lag, no guesswork, just a direct link between your right foot and pure fury. And let's talk presence. You can hear this beast of a machine coming before you see it. That signature V8 growl isn't just noise, it's an announcement. This engine turns heads, shakes mirrors, and leaves the competition staring at your taillights. No twin-turbo complexity, no engineered drama, just raw, reliable, beautifully simple rig. Volvo's 540, 600, or even their 700 horsepower I-Shift configurations, they're nice, but they're playing catch-up. Scania's V8 has already crossed the finish line and it's idling, waiting for the rest to show up. DAF and MAN respectable, but they haven't even entered this power class. And the best part, this isn't about flexing at the truck stop. It's about real-world gains. Less gear shifting equals less stress on the driveline, and less fuel burned per ton moved. It's performance with purpose, and drivers worship it. Fleet owners swear by it, and Scania isn't just top of the range, it's top of the game. Now you can't rule the roads of Europe if drivers hate the cab, and Scania gets that big time. They're not just building trucks, they're crafting mobile apartments that cater to the long-haul lifestyle. The R-Series and the ultra-luxurious S-Series still set the benchmark, now with even smarter climate control and upgraded upholstery options, and flat floors that make the cab feel more like a studio suite than a work vehicle. The seats are orthopedic grade and now are adjustable in more directions than ever. It also has noise insulation that is so good you can park next to a construction site and still nap in peace. And storage is smarter, more modular, and designed for the kind of chaos only truckers understand. The updated wraparound dashboard and digital cockpit put every tool, stat, and setting within intuitive reach. And whether you're checking tire pressure or mapping your next delivery, European truckers aren't just driving, they're living out here. And when your daily grind includes panoramic views, ambient lighting, a fridge, and a bed that beats some Airbnbs, it's no surprise so many drivers stay loyal to Scania. Comfort isn't a bonus anymore, it's the standard. Meanwhile, Scania's modular philosophy is still pure genius and more relevant than ever. Why? Well, because no two fleets are the same. And whether you're hauling timber through Swedish backroads or running refrigerated goods across Germany, or even operating in tight urban delivery zones, Scania lets you tailor your truck like a precision-engineered suit. Engine type, cab layout, axle configuration, and fuel system, everything is modular, flexible, and purpose-built for your operation. And the real brilliance shows up in the workshop. Scania's updated modular system means shared components across the latest Super Range and previous generations, which translates to faster service times, streamlined diagnostics, and parts that are easier and cheaper to stock, which means less downtime and more uptime and more profit. And if something does need replacing, it's not that frustrating. Most items are available same day across Scania's vast European service network, all thanks to the improved logistics and local stocking strategies. Now here's where Scania flexes hard. They have tech that doesn't just impress, it performs. And at the heart of it all is OptiCruise, Scania's crown jewel in transmission tech. Now this isn't another automated gearbox, it's a predictive road-reading wizard with clutchless shifting, terrain-adaptive gear changes, and crisp throttle response. It squeezes every ounce of efficiency from the powertrain, and it even makes rookie drivers look seasoned, while veterans enjoy a ride so smooth it's almost meditative. Fuel economy goes up and drivetrain wear goes down, and the cab becomes a cockpit of precision. And then there's ADAS, Scania's suite of advanced driver assistance systems, which takes safety to another level. And we're talking adaptive cruise control that adjusts on the fly, lane departure warnings that act before mistakes become problems, and emergency braking that reacts faster than a blink, and fatigue monitoring that knows when your driver's focus starts to fade. And whether you're threading through city traffic or descending the slick alpine passes, Scania Tech acts like a co-pilot who never sleeps. Now stepping into the world of Scania Fleet Management, which is the real-time telematics on steroids. This system captures everything. Live vehicle locations, driver behavior, fuel burn, maintenance status, you name it. Fleet managers can log in and see which truck is idling too long and who's speeding and which route is costing extra euros. From one dashboard, you can cut waste, boost uptime, and sharpen your entire operation with pinpoint accuracy. And this is what you get: fleets that think and trucks that adapt, and drivers that stay safer and sharper. And in today's high-stakes logistics game, this kind of tech isn't a luxury, it's the difference between staying ahead and falling behind. The Scania? They're not just in the race, they're designing the track. Now, if Europe has a middle name, it would be eco-conscious. Scania isn't just playing catch-up, they're trailblazing. Their commitment to electrification is loud and clear, from electric urban delivery trucks in Oslo to plug-in hybrids testing in Paris. Scania is proving that heavy-duty and low emissions can exist in the same sentence. Their battery electric truck line is already hitting real-world routes with impressive performance. And then there's biofuels. Scania trucks are designed to run on a range of renewable fuels, HVO, biogas, biodiesel, which offers flexible sustainability without sacrificing performance. And that's a big deal for cities and logistics firms aiming to cut their CO2 footprint without overhauling their entire fleet. And in compliance with EU emission standards? Easy. Scania is way ahead of the curve, already aligning with future CO2 reduction targets that will be mandatory by 2030. Now this isn't about ticking boxes, it's about shaping the future of transport. Now the real-world impact of it all? Scania is making it happen. In February 2025, they partnered with DHL to test an extended-range electric vehicle on the Berlin-Hamburg route, cutting CO2 emissions by over 80% without waiting on full charging networks. Now their joint venture with Sender, Juna, has just expanded with 30 more heavy-duty electric trucks hitting the road this year. And to power it all, Scania launched Ion, a dedicated charging spin-off aiming to deploy 40,000 charging points across Europe by 2030, tackling the infrastructure challenge head-on. Because a truck isn't just a tool, it's an asset. And in today's economy, Scania trucks are holding their value better than ever. Thanks to robust build quality, long service intervals, and legendary reliability, they command strong resale prices across Europe. For fleet operators, that's not just a bonus, it's a business strategy. High residuals means smarter reinvestment when it's time to upgrade to the latest tech-packed models. But there's even more to Scania's success. It's the brand loyalty that sets them apart. Scania doesn't build customers, they cultivate a following. All across Europe, you'll find Scania fanatics with tattoos, truck meets dedicated to nothing but Scania rigs, and online communities buzzing with custom mods, restoration builds, and convoy shots. It's a brand that becomes a part of your identity. And in recent years, the driver recruitment became more competitive than ever, and that loyalty counts. because once a driver gets behind the wheel of a Scania, they rarely switch. Comfort, power, pride, it all adds up to retention. And that's gold in an industry where keeping good drivers is half the battle. Now, breakdowns don't care about borders, and downtime is the enemy of profit. And that's why Scania's service network across Europe is a logistical masterpiece. Over 1,900 service points, strategically placed to keep trucks rolling no matter where the breakdown hits. And parts availability is next level. Need a component in Bratislava? It's probably stock. Need overnight service in rural France? Scania's got a technician within reach. And fleet managers rave about the responsiveness. As one UK-based logistics director put it, Scania's service is so tight, we've turned what used to be 48-hour downtime into half-day pit stops. It's like having Formula 1 level backup for your fleet. And less downtime means more deliveries, fewer headaches, and fatter profit margins. And that's a network working overtime. So why does Scania dominate Europe? Well, it's because they've cracked the formula. It's not just one big thing. It's the relentless execution of everything that matters. Performance, comfort, tech, efficiency, green innovation, loyalty, and support. They aren't just following industry trends, they're setting them. Scania has managed to merge old-school reliability with advanced innovation, creating a brand that feels both timeless and futuristic. Whether you're a fleet manager running tight margins or an owner-operator who takes pride in his or her rig, Scania offers a package that checks every box, and then some. In a continent where fuel costs soar, regulations tighten, and expectations grow, Scania has not just adapted, they've thrived, and that's why they remain Europe's heavyweight champion in the trucking arena. Now, if you're looking for a truck that doesn't just do the job but elevates how the job gets done, you already know the name, Scania. They're not just driving the roads of Europe, they're defining them.